So yesterday we learned that Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, a retired four-star general, confirmed that while Donald Trump was president, he said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had.
Whoa! Mr. Donald Trump wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had. Generals who would be brutal. Generals who would kill people without any thought of them being human beings. Generals who will round people up, put them in camps, and set them on fire if possible. Generals who would be able to do as he says and do as he pleases. There's nothing that we are not going to. There's nothing that Donald Trump is not going to want to do. There's nothing that is beyond Donald Trump. This man is truly special. This man was born rich. This man is above the law, and this man wants to do as he pleases. He loves to be a dictator. He wants to command, and he wants everything to start from him and to end with him. There is nothing that is beyond Donald Trump.
Donald Trump said that because he does not want a military that is loyal to the United States Constitution. He wants a military
that is loyal to him.
He wants a military who will be loyal to him personally. One that will obey his orders even when he tells them to break the law or abandon their oath to the Constitution of the United States. In just the past week, Donald Trump has repeatedly called his fellow Americans the enemy from within, and even said that he would use the United States military to go after American citizens. And let's be clear about who he considers to be the enemy from within.
Americans.
Anyone who refuses to bend a knee or dares to criticize him would qualify, in his mind, as the enemy within, like judges, like journalists.
The sad part with this is Donald Trump might still win. Donald Trump might still be the president of the United States of America. This is unbelievable. And there are people out there who are going to die for this to happen. There are people out there who are going to do whatever it takes for Donald Trump to be the president again. And the worst part is what Donald Trump wants to do. How he wants to run the country. The things he talks and wishes that happen. His surrogates will go out there and said he did not mean that. That it was just in jest. He was just being funny. He was just being Donald Trump. That is just the way Hitler was. Hitler was just being Hitler. Hitler, at times, people did not believe what he meant by exterminating people he considered as half humans. And that is what Donald Trump, that is a playbook. That is just what Donald Trump is. If he wins, it's up to you guys. You guys are going to manage him.
Like nonpartisan election officials. It is deeply troubling and incredibly dangerous that Donald Trump would invoke Adolf Hitler, the man who is responsible for the deaths of...
The worst thing is, even his VP, even the guy who is running with Donald Trump, said Donald Trump was America's Hitler. J.D. Vance, the guy he picked to be his vice president, said Donald Trump was America's Hitler. He said Donald Trump was the worst of the worst, and Donald Trump picked him to be his vice president. Americans, you guys are too much. Like Nigerians will say, you guys are too much. How can you pick somebody to be your running mate who said you were Adolf Hitler? And now some people go around saying the other side calls Donald Trump Adolf Hitler. They forget that his vice president also did said he was Adolf Hitler. And now he's trying to change his tone. He's not actually changing his tone. He just switched when they ask him that question. He dodges the question.
6 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of Americans. All of this is further evidence for the American people of who Donald Trump really is. This is a window into who Donald Trump really is. From the people who know him best, from the people who worked with him side by side in the Oval Office and in the Situation Room. And it is clear from John Kelly's words that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, who in fact vowed to be.
Anybody who's going to come and say General McMilley he's just a no Trumper. If you say that, you're either full of shit, you're either being dishonest, or you don't have no brain to think. This guy was Donald Trump's chief of staff. He was next to Donald Trump all the time for 4 years. He was with Donald Trump till the last day. Mike Pence was his vice president. He says Donald Trump is not fit for office. That was his vice president. That was a person who was next to him, who lives not far from the White House. You can call the vice president's residence the mini White House. He was with Donald Trump until the last day when Donald Trump tried to get him to change the result of the election. And he also says Donald Trump is unfit for office. A lot of you guys have never even met Donald Trump. You've never had a chat with Donald Trump, and you're claiming that those guys were never Trumpers. How could they be never Trumpers when they were there with him till the last day? Although we all know Mike Pence. Mike Pence actually did what the Constitution requires him to do. But we know before that, Mike Pence was also saying that the election was fraud. So he was with Donald Trump. But there was nothing he could do because he was following the Constitution. He was following the Constitution, and he was with Donald Trump till the last day. So all you guys who are fooling yourself, know that all of those guys on top next to Donald Trump are just making sure that you guys toe the line and give them your money because they know the truth. 44 of the people who were closest to Donald Trump have said we are supporting the other side because this man is so dangerous. Those are the people who were always in the meetings. Those are the people who saw Donald Trump and knew that this guy, all we have to do is just try and let him finish his term of office, and that is it. We will make sure because he did lose the election, and that was what they were praying for. And now they know that we cannot allow this man again. Because if Donald Trump goes there the second time, we are out of America. We are not Americans. We will be watching. We have our popcorns and we'll keep doing video reactions because you guys are giving us content. You guys are giving us things to watch and things to talk about. Some of you will say, yes, we talk about Donald Trump because he's a dum-dum. He's a dum-dum who runs the world. He's a dum-dum who controls so much of what happens in the world. Why won't people watch? He's not a dum-dum who is quiet. He's not a dum-dum who is not unknown. He's a dum-dum who is on our TV screens, on our laptops, on our phones every day, doing dumb things. Dumb things. A dumb rich kid. Some of you claim Donald Trump is smart, intelligent. Imagine if Donald Trump was that smart and did perform well at university. Why is he hiding his results? You see the way Donald Trump touts the results of the dementia test he did. He keeps saying, I aced the test. Man, woman, camera, TV. He keeps saying he aced that test. Imagine if Donald Trump had performed well at university. He would have had his transcript every day on television, asking VP Harris to bring her own transcript so they could compare it and see who did well at university. But because he did just like some of us, he didn't do well. He just passed. That's why his results are under key and lock. And all he can do is say, I aced a cognitive test, which was a dementia test. Man, camera, TV, woman, cow, shit, dum-dum, Donald Trump. That probably. And then one of the questions of the test is they were asking what was largest animal, elephant or giraffe, something like that. That is a test that proves that you're smart. Is that a test that proves your IQ? If he is smart enough, the other day he was saying that he was good at mathematics. He's good at everything. There's nothing that Donald Trump doesn't know. He's the best. I know it more than everybody. I know nuclear weapons more than the generals. I know war more than the generals. He knows everything more than everybody. He is the smartest. Have you ever seen any person who, when he makes a statement about somebody, the second word that comes out of his mouth is stupid? Like he says the name and the next word is stupid. That is somebody who is just doing what we call deflection. He is talking about himself because he is clearly the stupid one, but with money, thanks to his dad.
Be a dictator on day one and vowed to use the military as his personal militia to carry out his personal and political vendettas. Donald Trump is increasingly unhinged and unstable. And in a second term, people like John Kelly would not be there to be the guardrails against his propensities and his actions. Those who once tried to stop him from pursuing his worst impulses would no longer be there, and no longer be there to rein him in. So the bottom line is this. We know what Donald Trump wants. He wants unchecked power. The question in 13 days will be, what do the American people want? Thank you.
Yep. In 13 days, my fellow brothers from Africa, fellow immigrants like us in the UK, you guys have to decide. If you are eligible to vote, you better check yourself, go and vote. Because if you don't vote and this man wins, it's not going to be the end of America. It's not going to be the end of democracy. But these 4 years is going to be hell. Because those who are against you guys are going to have the power to do whatever they want. So if you guys want to continue in a normal society where everybody is respected, irrespective of your color, your race, your sexuality, your religion, you guys have to vote this woman. Yes, there is I think Obama last time was talking to the blacks, and he was saying, forget about the issue of not wanting a woman to be president. These are dumb black people. So if you're saying you don't want a woman to be president, that means you are not even respecting your mom. Because if you respect your mom and believe in your mom, then you will know that women can lead. Women have empathy. Women will show love. Women. That's why whenever anything bad happens to any of us, we never cry daddy. We always cry mama. Because we know that's where love is. So if you guys want to live in a better America, it doesn't matter if you're poor, rich. It's better sometimes to struggle in a more happy society. Because most of you guys, even if you vote Trump, your life will not change. And it will be worse because you will still be poor and you will be living in fear. You'll be living and expecting Trump's military, Trump's militia to knock on your door and ask for your papers. America is a country where nearly everybody came from somewhere. From the Irish, the Germans, the Polish, everybody came from somewhere. And now the same people are trying to kick out 25 million people from America. What about their kids who were born in America? What are you going to do with them? So are you going to kick the parent and take care of the kids? So you're going to separate families. Immigrants, black people, forget about Kamala being a woman. She can lead. When you see her make speeches and press conferences like this one, you can see a leader. She looks like a president. Just give her 4 years to keep this country stable. And if you're not happy with her, second term, kick her off. And then hand it over to a Republican who is not going to be Donald Trump. But do not let Donald Trump take the White House. You know, an old man will always be an old man. At that age, Donald Trump cannot change. From the time he was born up to now, Donald Trump has never changed. That day of the attempted assassination, a lot of people were expecting Donald Trump to change. They said, oh, maybe this is going to change him. Maybe now he values life. Maybe something has changed. What did he say? People were expecting me to change, and I'm not going to change. Immediately, he started calling people names and insulting them. So do you guys expect him to change if he becomes president? No, he's not going to change. At 78, you expect somebody to change? Change from what to what? He's not going to change. An old man is an old man. Do you expect your grandpa at that age to change? Grandpa will be grandpa. So you guys cannot give this guy power. You cannot. The first time, just like he's always been a scammer, he scammed you guys. He told you guys that I'm very rich. I don't need your money. I can fund my own campaign. Guess what he did? He did not fund his own campaign. So what makes you guys believe that Donald Trump is going to be any better? What really makes you guys believe? The economy, he keeps touting that it was the best economy. It wasn't his economy. That economy was handed to him, just like money was handed to him by his dad. Just like money was handed to him when he was the boss of The Apprentice. Just like the presidency was handed to him by Hillary Clinton not doing the right thing that she was supposed to do to win. And guess what? On the last day, he put that in the drain again. So as most people will know that Donald Trump has said, everything that he touches, he burns down. If he becomes president again the second time, he's going to burn down the whole of your constitution, just like he said that the constitution should be cancelled. These things are on his tweet, even though his surrogate will say he did not say that. They are so gullible that when Donald Trump tweets something and says something on video with proofs, they deny it because MAGA people are stupid and they don't watch news. They only watch Fox. They don't read newspapers. They don't use their brains. All they do is receive information from their own side, and that information to them is final. None of them uses their brain. So the choice is yours. If you want a better America where people show love, have empathy, try not to vote Trump. Do not vote Trump. The only thing you guys need to do in this election is do not vote Trump. That is it. If you don't vote Trump, then the next 4 years, you guys will have a more peaceful country where people are happy. Life is not all about money. Life is about having empathy and being happy. Loving your neighbors, irrespective of where they come from, as long as they are not doing anything that endangers your life and the life of your loved ones. So Anyway, the choice is yours, guys. If you guys vote Donald Trump, we're still gonna keep making our content. We're still gonna keep trying to make money out of your dum-dum. So it's up to you to choose. 13 days to go. Make your one vote count. Your one vote should better your life and the life of your kids. It's up to you.